That 70s show is finally getting a spin-off, and the fans can't help but wonder where exactly is the original cast of the show. Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis played the role of Jackie Burkhart, who was the center of attention on the show and was also the youngest one from the gang. Her fashion sense was talk of the town back then, and she was quite well off too. Mila played the role of a snobby brat so well that as soon as she was done with it, she was offered a role in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. She also went on and played a supporting role in Black Swan, which got so much love and praise that Mila got nominated for a Golden Globe Award. She also worked on projects like Friends with Benefits and Bad Mums, and it made her a household name. Not only this, but in 2018, Kunis worked on The Spy Who Dumped Me, which turned out to be a great movie. The actress also continued her career as a voice artist, as she voiced Meg Griffin on Family Guy for several years now. Most recently, she has worked on the movie adaptation of Jessica Knoll's novel Luckiest Girl Alive, in which she's playing Annie Finelli. Besides, Kunis is also reported to be part of That 90s Show, as she was really close with the gang, and it won't make sense if the creators leave her out. She'll also have a new story arc, and we need to see how she inspires the young characters of the show. Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher played Kelso on the show, and he nailed the role of handsome but not so clever member of the party. He actually fell in love with Mila Kunis on the show, and the couple ended up getting married in 2015 and having 2 children. While Ashton was still working on That 70s Show, he received an offer to host a prank show called Punk'd. He continued to host this show for quite a while on MTV and got pretty famous because of it. He then went on working on projects like Jobs, What Happens in Vegas, No Strings Attached, and Valentine's Day. Not only this, but he soon got his big break when he took over the leading role in 2.5 Men, once Charlie Sheen left. Moreover, he has recently worked on The Ranch, which is a very famous Netflix show. It's also being revealed that Kutcher is going to reprise his role as Kelso, and we might even see the gang together once again. However, he might not be a recurring role, and it's most likely to come as a guest appearance on the show. Topher Grace. Topher Grace was one of the leads on That 70s Show, playing Eric Foreman, and he soon became a household name. While Topher was still on the show, he also continued working in movies, like Win a Date with Ted Hamilton, although in 2005, he left the show, and the fans didn't really get any explanation. It was very heartbreaking for people who loved seeing Eric on their screens. But for the finale of the show, he came back and gave us a much-needed closure for his character. Even after the show ended, Topher's career continued its upward trajectory, so much so that he even worked on movies like Spider-Man 3 and Interstellar. He also played the role of David Duke in BlacKkKlansman back in 2008, and his performance completely stood out. He's currently playing Tom on Home Economics, a sitcom by ABC. The show has had 3 seasons, and a 4th season is still in the talks. But the best thing is that Topher Grace will be returning as Eric Foreman in That 90s Show. The spin-off is crafted around the daughter of Eric and Donna, so we'll obviously expect them to have quite a bit of screen time. Laura Prepon. Laura played the iconic character of Donna Pinciotti on That 70s Show, and she's also coming back in the spin-off of the show. Fans are really excited to finally see Laura on their screens. After all, she hasn't worked much since the show ended. Laura did appear on a number of television shows, but her presence in movies is not that much. She went on working in October Road and Are You There, Chelsea? But her most important role after decades was when she played Alex Voss in Orange is the New Black. She nailed this character, and people loved her on the show. Laura also got married to Ben Foster in 2018 and has 2 children. Not only this, but she's also set to direct multiple episodes of That 90s Show, as she's mastered the 90s style storytelling. We'll also be seeing quite a bit of Laura on the show, as she plays the role of loving but sarcastic mother. We did get to see Donna at the end of the trailer, and it seems like Donna and Eric are as much in love as ever. Deborah Joe Rupp. Deborah is one of the few original characters of the show that we see in the new trailer. She's the mother of Eric Foreman and loves having a full house. The actress playing Kitty has done a great job showing the real emotions of her character. While the actress was still a part of That 70s Show, she got the role of Alice on Friends. Alice was the sister-in-law of Phoebe and appeared in several episodes, especially during that time when Phoebe became a surrogate for her. After this, she went on working as guest appearances on shows like This Is Us, The Ranch, and Grey's Anatomy. In fact, Deborah has had over 300 TV appearances, and her popularity continued to increase with every passing day. So much so that she ended up bagging a role in WandaVision, which is considered one of the best Marvel series of all time. In That 90s Show, Deborah will play the role of loving grandmother for Leia Foreman, Eric's daughter. She loves having Leia and her friends around, and that's pretty obvious from the trailer. In fact, the gang ends up hanging around in the basement like the cast from the original show used to do, and it brings back lots of memories. Woodsmith. Woodsmith has reprised his role role as the cranky and uptight patriarch of the Foreman family. He used to scold the gang in the basement all the time, and from the trailer, it looks like Leia and her friends are also going to go through the same thing with Red Foreman. He married the love of his life back in 1988 and has been in an inseparable relationship with her ever since. The two attend award shows and other events together. When it comes to the professional life of Kurtwood, as he was done with that 70s show, he became a recurring character on shows like Patriot and 24. Soon, he was offered a part in Marvel's Agent Carter and had a long and recurring role on the show. The actor also had multiple roles in the Star Trek franchise, and from there, he got his own fandom. Not only this, but the star also got a guest appearance in The Ranch in 2016. He continued working on different projects and he's currently a part of Firestarter, a movie that's been the talk of the town for quite a while now. His most recent project, obviously, is that 90s show, in which he's going to walk us through the memory lane and remind us of the old school Red Foreman, Wilma Valderrama. Wilma played the character of Fez, who was an exchange student and added a little bit of sweetness to the gang with his candy obsession. By the end of the show, Fez was dating Jackie, and fans think that these two actually ended up together. Well, we'll get to see that in the 90s show, that whether the two actually had a happy ending and spent their lives together, or if their relationship fell apart. Even after the original show ended, Wilma continued working, and in 2005, he won the Teen Choice Award for Best TV Sidekick. Not only this, but he also won another Teen Choice Award for Best Comedy Actor. These awards were proof that people were just loving him in shows like Grey's Anatomy and Raising Hope. He soon got in a very serious relationship with Demi Lovato, and the two were perfect together, but then they had a very public breakup in 2016, and fans were heartbroken. But soon he got engaged to Amanda Pacheco, who's also the mother of his child. Reports are that Wilma is gonna executive produce Zorro, which is a show by Disney. Besides, he also has a recurring role in NCIS as Special Agent Nicholas Torres. Tommy Chong played the role of Leo, who was a hippie and the store owner in town. He continued to mess things up, but his scenes were great comic relief for the audience. The good news is that Tommy Chong will reprise his role as Leo in that 90s show. As Tommy got done with that 70s show, he took part in several reality shows like Dancing with the Stars and The Masked Singer. He even voiced Yax, which is a very famous character in Zootopia. Not only this, but Tommy went on writing several books and even got married to Shelby Chong and had 3 children. But just when he thought that life couldn't be any better, he got diagnosed with prostate cancer. His wife stood by him throughout it all, and now the actor is perfectly fine and living his best life. Moreover, Tommy is all set to star in a documentary which is named Searching for the Cure, and this documentary is all about marijuana. Not only this, but he'll also have several guest appearances on the new show. So, are you excited as we are for the sequel for that 70s show? Which of these actors are you most excited to see on that 90s show? As always, you know the drill. Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.